Was it you?
Think back.
Was it you? Alright, go ahead.
Was it you? Alright, so the other story that I wanted to read for you guys, which I also thought was really creepy. So right now I live in Bridgeport, right? And Bridgeport has a lot of lighthouses, and all the surrounding areas around us have random lighthouses. And most of them are just, like, these abandoned lighthouses that, like, aren't used anymore. And, of course, some of them have, like, more, like, they're haunted. Someone, like, jumped off of it to kill themselves, like, things like that. So I think I have gone with my brother at one point to a Stratford one. Nothing really happened. I think we were more scared of, like, hobos that were potentially in the area as opposed to, like, seeing anything scary, but we tried it.
So is this like another UFO story, or is this a lighthouse?
No, this is Lighthouse.
Lighthouse, like a ghost.
Yeah, this is like a haunted.
Alright, guys, so we wanted to start this off with like UFO, started that way, but now we actually have a really juicy, spooky ghost story to tell you guys. So this is right here in Connecticut, where a lot of you guys are located as well too. So
Eastern Connecticut.
So let's get started.
Alright, so this is called the Lighthouse Inn. Alright, so New London's Lighthouse Inn Resort and Conference Center began as a Mediterranean-style country home for steel magnate Charles S. Guthrie. When he had the mansion overlooking Long Island Sound built in 1902, he asked a noted Central Park designer, Frederick Law Olmsted, to coordinate the construction of the grounds. When the project was complete, Guthrie called his creation Meadow Court for the wildflowers that blanketed the lawn of the mansion. The design of the mansion was nothing short of genius. Guthrie had built it in the shape of a half circle to offer 27 guest rooms, a view of either the ocean or the gardens. Side note, I googled this place. It is absolutely beautiful. Like, definitely, I think it's definitely on our list of,
we're definitely
like,
gonna
to
go
and check out.
And we'll record everything.
Yeah.
So we'll make live videos and stuff. So definitely keep an eye out. But what's the backstory of this?
Okay, so design of the mansion, blah, blah, blah. American Homes and Gardens in 1912 said that the property, there are few homes in America more attractively suited than the property of Miss Charles S. Guthrie. Indeed, it was the envy of high society, and when it opened as the Lighthouse Inn in 1927, it was at once graced by the patronage of such Hollywood legends as Bette Davis and Joan Crawford. The inn was named after nearby New London Harbor Lighthouse, very haunted in its own right. The Lighthouse Inn was an enviable location to host a wedding and reception, with its lavishly flowered grounds, posh interior, and winding grand staircase for the bride to descend. One particular bride, it is said, was too eager to make a grand entrance on her wedding day, that she rehearsed the way she would carry herself gracefully down the staircase many times, until she had it as close to perfect as possible. She didn't want any mishaps. Tragically, on her wedding day, though, in 1920, as she carefully descended to the staircase to approach her waiting groom, she stumbled and fell. She broke her neck and died, never having made it into the waiting arms of her fiancé, never completing the procession she had practiced so many times. Many believe she still lingers in the stairway, following each bride down the steps to ensure that she doesn't stumble, or perhaps she is still practicing her careful steps, day after day for all of eternity, unaware that it's all for naught. Sightings have been reported of a phantom bride reading in one of the guest rooms and roaming through some of the rooms, especially on the third floor. The inn is so famously haunted that the Atlantic Paranormal Society, TAPS, filmed an episode of Ghost Hunters, for those that watch Ghost Hunters.
Go watch that.
Watch that episode. During their investigation, one member of the crew felt someone touch him on the back.
It's a classic. It always happens. That's just the ghost saying hello.
What's up, man?
Like, hey, I'm here. Pay attention. You don't need all of this equipment. I'll just touch you. So
just have a conversation.
I'll just pat you in the back. Hello.
Even though nobody was immediately behind him, the crew also recorded unexplained temperature drops, a phenomenon long associated with a ghostly presence. One employee told the visitor about something inexplicable she had experienced. She was in the basement alone when she heard a whooshing sound and saw a padlock on the gate of the liquor storage unit swinging rapidly back and forth, as if someone were in a hurry to get the booze. Maybe it was the ill-fated bride, and if you couldn't really blame her after the ordeal she had been through.
That's creepy, and I really want to go. So they said that they can they see the woman in the hallway, and stuff. So this rich man basically like built a really rich house, like mansion, and
for his bride, for his wife, and then because it was so lavish and beautiful, other brides wanted to come and have it for their special day, and unfortunately, this specific bride died right before she could get married to the love of her life. So she just stays there and everything. Yeah, so she just stays there trying to help other brides out.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I want to go. So they say that they can see her in the hallway, and that they've also seen her. What? Do you think they're like showing up to the wedding?
She wants to be a guest. She couldn't make it to her own.
So she joins.
I'm here again.
She's like, I'm the bride. Hello.
I don't know. They said that they saw her reading, just reading, hanging out in one of the guest rooms.
Just reading.
Pretty
and
interesting.
Hanging out in the guest room.
I don't know. Maybe she's still waiting for her fiance, not realizing what had happened.
Yeah, there's a lot of stories about like ghosts, and they hang out because they still have some more that they need to like finish and stuff like that.
Unfinished business.
Yeah, that's crazy. Did they see anything else? Did you research at all, or did they see anything else? So they see her in the hallway.
Yeah, just in the hallway, guest rooms, and that's about it. Oh, and the last one where it could have been her trying to get into the alcohol. Who knows? She couldn't take it anymore at that point.
It's a tough world over there. It's a tough world. Need to drink
the
every
edge
once
off.
in a while. That's cool. I really want to go. So keep an eye out for that. We're definitely going to go once things start opening and everything like that again. We're definitely going to go. We're going to record our journey, and we'll bring you guys with us. We'll show you everything. Yeah, that's creepy.
Oh my God.
What was that? What was that?
Jen.
Oh. Somebody's over there.
Literally saw, there's bushes. Can't see anything. Seeing something white go through the bushes.
It's her. She heard somebody was getting married.
Oh my God.
And then she showed up. She's like, what's up? I'm right here.
She had this attention that she didn't get, unfortunately for her.
Yeah, that's crazy. I definitely want to go. It's always the lighthouses, though. Yeah. There's crazy lighthouse stories. But yeah.
Well, I guess technically it wasn't Lighthouse. They just named their mansion after a famous lighthouse that was around it. But yeah.
Yeah, so you actually had another UFO story, right? Like one more?
No.
No, okay, that was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Brittany actually did tell me a very adorable story.
An adorable story. I don't know what she's talking about.
Ghost story from when she was a little girl. From what I remember, it was Brittany.
This is a beautiful story.
Her mom. So Brittany's mom. How old are you in this?
I don't know, probably like 8 or something like that.
8
The
years
classic
old.
age. The classic.
Pretty young. I believe she was in her bed, mom taking a shower. And as like any little kid would, you're kind of like don't want to go to sleep, hang out in bed, waiting for your parents, until you have no choice but to go to sleep. But unfortunately for her, she was just staring out.
Yeah.
Like in the hallway?
So my bedroom was completely dark. So it was bedtime and everything like that, getting ready for bed. I was young, so no cell phone or anything like that. Nothing to look at. And all you could see was the hallway light, because the hallway light was on. And it was like maybe like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., something like that. So it was in the middle of the night. My mom was just getting ready to go to work, and she worked that like third shift kind of thing. And I was laying there, and all you could really see was that shiny hallway out of that window. Everything else was dark, and I was just kind of looking out the window or the door, because that's all you could see. And there was kind of like a dresser right there, and it covered about like half of the doorway. So you could see maybe like the top half of the hallway, and then the rest was like the dresser. But I was looking out there and everything like that. 1 a.m., 2 a.m. I was like, I want to go back to sleep again. That's when all of a sudden, there was just like this black figure, and it just like popped up out of like nowhere.
Like, literally.
Just like that, exactly like that. It just popped up out of nowhere. It just like popped up like that and then left. And it was really weird because it had shoulders like a human, and it had like the shape of like a head like a human, and it was just in a black figure that just like kind of popped up. It just popped up literally like boom, and then it left as fast as it came. It was kind of like that, and then just left. And that's when, like, my mom came back. She was getting ready for work, and I was like, Mom, it was like a black figure thing. And she looked at me, and she was really tired. She was like, just go back to bed.
Stop.
It's late. Just go back to bed. You're probably dreaming. I don't know. And I was like, I definitely saw that. I don't know what it was. I think a few nights later, I had like this dream.
About the black figure?
Something. I had a dream about, I was sleeping there, and then I was kind of going up this like mountain of stuff in my closet. And I was just kind of like going up there, and it was just this big mountain in the closet. And then finally I got to the top of the stuff in the closet, and there was just this black figure standing up there, and it had kind of like crazy hair, but just again like a black figure, just like that, just shadow figure. And couldn't see anything or anything like that. And all of a sudden, like, I just stand there, and it just looks at me, and then all of a sudden it goes, wah! And it sticks its tongue out, and its eyes go wide, and has like bright red eyes, and crazy tongue, and spiky teeth. And that's when I literally like jumped out of bed, and I'm just like, I screamed out of bed and jumped out of bed. But it was crazy. So that was a few nights later. I don't know if maybe it was like visiting me or something like that, but it was definitely crazy because that black figure kind of just showed up. I don't know what it could be. Maybe, what would scientists say or something? You were hallucinating. You're a kid. You were imagining. I don't know.
Your imagination got the best of you.
Your imagination got the best of you. I don't know, but just like shady, like dark figure. I don't know. Didn't have a face. Didn't have anything. Just popped up. But yeah. So, what's the next one?
It pops.
All right, cool. So we actually wanted to share some really cool stories tonight. This one is actually by my dad. It's really, really cool stories. He's actually here right now.
Smiling at us. Super excited about it.
He has some really crazy stories to share, and I guess it's better just to have the original person tell the story. So, Dad, come right here. Tell the story. He's really happy about being on a live video.
Glad to join the podcast here.
Yeah.
So which story do we want to talk about?
The three big ones.
No, there's 4.
Oh, well, yeah,
Well,
there's 4, but there's 3
I
big
say
ones.
3.5.
Have you ever seen an alien?
Have I? No. Would I like to? Yes.
Haunted lighthouses? Haunted mansions?
Well, we went to the Lizzie Borden house. That was fairly haunted.
Fairly haunted. He slept the entire night.
Ghosts don't get to this man.
What happened, Dad? Do you remember Lizzie Borden?
I wear a cross.
Holy water.
So he's okay. All right.
So we have 3 stories. What do you want to hear?
4.
Well, 3.5.
Okay, 3.5.
What happened to the half? All right.
So do we want to hear about the devil that met me in the dream? Do we want to hear about the ghost that stole my blanket? Do we want to hear about
Freaking ghost stole his blanket.
Selfish.
And do we want to hear about the Ouija board incident?
I think we should start like.
Or the Zach, not Zach.
Yeah, Zach.
Or the image, but that's really for last.
So we want to
if
go.
we can even make it through this.
You want to go big to small or small to big?
You gotta go big to small.
All right, so Satan's first.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so this is what happened to me, and this is real experience. Now, I was probably